Hi everybody, it's Alex Goff with Golf Rugby Report, and I am here with one of our Scholz Award finalists, Ryan Rees from Life University, sporting his University of Texas shirt because he's Austin, Texas native. Ryan, and for those of you who don't know, if you remember that I was working at Flow Rugby, I was working with Alex Rees, that's Ryan's brother, which is pretty cool, and a pretty good rugby player in his own right. So Ryan, first of all, great to talk to you. Congratulations on being a Scholz finalist.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so a little bit odd, right? We tend to toil in obscurity in rugby, and then suddenly we're like, you've got this potential for this national award. How did that make you feel?
Excited. I've been grateful for, just all the people that have given support around me,
Okay.
during the whole thing.
All right, good. Well, who are some of the people who've been influences on you? When did you start playing?
So I started playing my freshman year of high school, like briefly. I think I played like 4 JV games, but that was about it. And then I didn't play the next year because of basketball
Mm.
and just other stuff. And it was kind of just like a side hobby more so. And then I started back up junior year when I injured my hip playing football and couldn't play basketball that following spring. So I missed tryouts for that because of my hip, but I was able to come back in time to do rugby. So that's when I kind of dove headfirst into it and thought that like it was something I could do going forward.
Excellent. Okay, so at some point you said, "Hey, this is not just one thing that I do. This ends up being the thing that I do." Was there a particular moment or
Uh,
experience that?
yeah, I mean, it was basically when it came down to applying for schools, I guess I mean, Life had reached out to me. They were just about the only team that reached out to me to play rugby. They wanted me to, go to school, get a small scholarship for it. And I mean, I didn't really think too much about it. I guess I was too lazy to apply to any other school at the
So,
time uh, in high school. So it was kind of just the first thing. I just said I'll go with it. My dad also pushed it, and he kind of realized how special of an opportunity it was that I didn't really realize at the time. So I'm grateful for him really giving me a kick in the behind to commit to that. And boy, am I glad that I did.
okay,
So
good.
yeah,
So
that's
I,
kind of how I committed to rugby.
that's great. So okay, so you go play at Life. Rugby's a huge part of Life University's history. You started. What are some of the things you learned at Life University that made you? In the last couple of years, you've been really tearing it up as a scrum half of the team.
And I've never been like arrogant, but I definitely, you learn some humility.
Yeah,
Uh, you come into a program like this, you learn quickly that you're not, you know, the man on fire,
yeah, yeah.
when you get there. So yeah, I just say just really, yeah, I learned a lot of humility and what it takes to kind of progress and don't rest on your laurels and stuff like that.
That's good. Good. You're a like a quintessential kind of scrum half guy. You're a fidgeter. You're a fidgeter like your brother actually. You which is both makes you good. Like you're always moving. You're always active. You're always thinking. And there's the the clip that we showed on the website, and I think is in a video we're going to show. It was a quick tap score you scored against Lindenwood this year, and it's just very obvious how your head is up. It's like, give me the ball, referee. Do you see me? Here I am tapping, and you go and you do it all like within the space of about a second and a half, and nobody notices that it's happening. That's a lot. I mean, is that a fair representation of what you're like? Are you always sort of jumping around and being a pest?
Yeah, I guess at scrum half, you can really kind of get lost, in, I guess not lost, but like you can kind of go unnoticed,
Mm-hmm.
in the game. If you just decide to sit back, sit behind the defense, don't do anything on attack, like just pass the ball out. So, I want to play the game. I want to get in the game. So I really try to do as much as I can on defense and attack. Really just insert myself into the game and don't hide.
All right, good. You've also been asked to do the goal kicking this year.
Yeah, for I think 2 games.
2 games. What was that like? How'd you feel about that? You did pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I love goal kicking. I kicked throughout high school, so I'm not like new to it. And I've been practicing since I got here. Just there was other guys that were also doing the kicking during that time, but I always stayed ready. And I think our starting fly half had gotten injured or so earlier in the season. Matthew, he got injured, so he would have been taking the goal kicks. But then with him out, I took the goal kicks for one of the games. So, yeah.
Good. All right. Do you know much about the other 4 guys who are nominated with you? Have you played against them or with them? Or
yeah. I know Tommy. We played at the All-Americans 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I know Connor briefly met him at the beginning of the All-American camp as well.
What's next for you?
Exploring opportunities in like overseas right now. So
okay. So you'd like to do the classic rugby thing of perhaps going to another country and playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good. What you have a country in mind?
Anywhere in the UK. I got my United Kingdom passport secured this past summer to make that whole transition easier. So my dad is Welsh.
Okay, right. So
yeah.
Your dad is Welsh. Your dad is United Kingdom citizen. So yeah, all right. I think Alex is a bigger Wales fan than you. Maybe, I don't know. He's a little bit nuts for it.
I definitely followed them. I'm a big fan. But
yeah,
I wouldn't claim.
Right. But that gives you an opportunity, right, to go to the United Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So that's my goal right now is to get over there and try my hand at whatever may come. But also, among other things, the MLR is also a possibility as well, depending on when my studies are finished up here and whatnot. Depending on how the whole scheduling and timing of my graduation goes and whatnot.
All right. Good. All right, Ryan. Well, many congratulations on being selected as a finalist, one of the top 5 players in the country. Well deserved. A D1A final MVP as well. So that's a nice thing to have in your trophy case, along with a couple of D1A championships. And great to talk to you. And best of luck going forward.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
All right. Thanks.